Welcome back to Flat Creek Outdoors. I'm Phil. Thanks for checking out the channel today. I've had my Kubota L3901 for 3 years now. I've got about 350 hours on it, and I wanted to share with you what my favorite, most utilized, and what I feel is probably the most versatile attachment that I have for that tractor. Stick around. The other day we did a live video of lighting up the burn pile. We had a lot of brush and a lot of treetops and a lot of branches to burn up. That little mound of ash there is all that remains. It's still got a lot of heat in it. I get up within a couple feet of that pile. You can just feel the heat radiating off of it. It was a sight to see that pile. I mean, it had to have been, you know, probably the size of like 4 of my pickup trucks. It was just huge in every dimension. And after it burned for a little while, we threw some Christmas trees on there and they really lit up. But it was fun to host that as a live video. So those of you guys who joined during the live session and commented, and we got to chat and whatnot during the live session, that was fun. I enjoyed that. And maybe we'll do some more of that out here on the farm here as the weather gets nicer. But let me show you this project I'm working on down the hill, and then we'll talk more about my favorite attachment for the tractor. This is the new road that we had cut in by a contractor. A contractor laid a culvert down over the creek that's over there. And the approach on each side is just way softer than I want it to be. And this is just a farm road. It's not a driveway. It's not something that's going to get used every day. So we don't need to build this like a full-on driveway. But I think what this really needs that'll help firm it up is just several more inches of good subsoil on each side of the culvert. It's very firm on the culvert itself, but on the approach on each side, it's just really soft. So now that it's dry, I want to just drag a bunch of subsoil downhill, add several inches to this, and then come back over it with the box blade and kind of finish it off so that water can shed off of this roadway. The other thing that I'm trying to create is a little bit of a crown. This was pretty flat when the way that the contractor left it. So as it came downhill from the other side, water kind of just collected there in the bottom in the low spot. So if I can build this up just a little bit, add some more subsoil that compacts really well, and then get a little bit of a crown so that water can shed, I think we'll be in much, much better shape. Up the hill here, this is where we're harvesting the subsoil from. So all the topsoil has been pulled back and we have this nice red clay. And on this hilltop here, I'm just trying to kind of, you know, blend in the grade a little bit. So I'll need to push that topsoil again and then start pulling some more soil from up there and even go further uphill and bring some of this clay down to the roadway. So that's what I'm working on. Let's get to it. I think that looks a little bit better. Brought in several inches of soil here. This is a little bit like filling a swimming pool with a teacup, trying to move a massive amount of soil down the hill to raise this entire stretch up several inches. But in the parts that matter most, I've got the soil where I want it. I've got a crown over most of it. Where it comes down the hill from the other side, I've tried to kind of grade it so that it's sloped all to one side. What this probably really needs more than anything, and I've kind of shared the status of this project on a previous video, and some of you guys commented it just needs time. It needs to settle. The ground needs to settle. It needs to dry out a little bit. And I think what I'm going to do next is take down some of these trees here. This was always my intention anyway. So as the sun angle gets higher, as spring turns into summer, this should get full sun all day long, and it should really dry out nice and create a nice little pathway for us. So enough talking about that. The point of this video was I wanted to share with you my favorite attachment for my tractor. Again, the tractor I've had for 3 years, about 350 hours. I don't have any tractor experience prior to owning this tractor, so take my experience with a grain of salt. But I have numerous attachments that I've acquired for the tractor over the last couple years, including bush hog, 2 tillers, a grapple, pallet forks, what else we got? We got a flat blade, we have a big cultivator rake, and we have the box blade, and the bucket, and I don't know if there's anything else. Maybe 1 or 2 other things. That box blade is the most useful tool. That is almost always on this tractor. And for projects like this, the box blade just completely transforms what the tractor is able to do. By itself, it's just a little utility tractor, and you can do lots of chores and you can do little things, but with that on there, you're turning it into a piece of earth moving equipment. No, it is not a piece of major construction equipment, but for changing the capability of that tractor, that really helps you move a lot of earth. And it's incredibly versatile. We use it to clear trails, we use it to smooth our parking lot, grade the driveway, we use it for things like this. And on top of all of that, at 472 pounds, that's this Land Pride, what is that, BB2560. So this is not the super light duty series of box blades. This one's 472 pounds, I believe. And at that weight, it makes a pretty good ballast for the tractor as well when we're using the grapple or when we're using the bucket and we're doing some heavy lifting. So is a bulldozer better for this kind of work? Yes. But can you get it done with a regular, compact tractor and a box blade? Also yes. Just takes a little longer. If you don't already subscribe to the channel and you want to see more tractor work, consider hitting that red button just below this video so you can subscribe. And if you hit the bell icon, you can get notified of our future videos. And of course, if you like this video, hit that like button as well. If you disliked it, go ahead and hit that dislike button as well. But also leave me a comment. Let me know what you didn't like. I'm always looking to make my videos a little bit better. Until next time, hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.